How's it going, everybody? Today I want to talk about one thing that keeps getting mentioned when balance is discussed in this game. And before I even mention what it is, I just want to give a little disclaimer. I think that everyone should have an opinion on balance. It doesn't matter what platform you play on, what skill level you are, or what character you make. There is absolutely nothing wrong with forming your own opinion. People approach games differently, and what might seem completely obvious to one person would be a revelation to another. But this also means that you need to inform yourself. Your opinion should be an educated one. No one can expect that people immediately come to the right conclusion. It takes time to gather all the information and make sense of it. This whole process is what makes an opinion an educated one. And along the way, we frequently see one sentence being brought up. I mean, you've all read it in the video title already. But that is all he has. A statement that's being thrown your way if you suggest to remove a certain feature that makes a character strong. Usually this affects already weak heroes, and those people will sometimes scratch their heads as you've just suggested to make a D tier hero even worse. So why is it such a problem, or rather such a bad argument? In the eyes of that person, you're trying to remove the only small bit of viability that his favourite character might have. Let's just take Centurion. He literally is just his cutscene the character. If you manage to land it with a teammate nearby, then that's a guaranteed kill. And even 1v1s, it's a massive punish. Then it ignores revenge, and so on. You've all experienced it, and also experienced the frustration that comes with it. Taking it away from the character would certainly leave him in an even worse state. But here's the kicker. The overall game would be better without it. Removing one feature for the benefit of balance as a whole. Mind you, that people that ask for the removal of specific features usually don't want to leave the character like it is. Compensation is needed. Take Raid as an example of when this didn't happen. The community was up in arms about the stunning tap after the rework, and Ubisoft took the easy way out and completely removed what made the move good. The mix-up potential it had was gone. Yes, I ranted about the term recently, but Raider had won with this old stunning tap, but no longer does now. Which left him down in the gutter again. Well, maybe an overstatement, but Raider is nowhere near a top pick anymore, no matter the game mode. So having seen the butchering of the hero by Ubisoft, I can understand that players don't take too kindly to someone suggesting to do the same to one of their favourites. But it's all he has. Defense is an awful one. We should not be holding on to shitty game mechanics and shitty little gimmicks just because the character lacks a moveset in every other regard. Old Shugoki, for example, relied solely on his one-shot hog and the passive super armor that regenerated every 10 or so seconds. It was a truly horrible mechanic, and having to constantly strip him with GBs was extremely annoying, and I'm more than glad it's gone. Had we used the same logic in that case, we'd be stuck with it still. I'm not saying that the rework put him in a better spot viability wise, but it certainly put him in a better spot when we're looking at the overall health of the game. And that is exactly the reason why you should never cling to a mechanic that is potentially hurting the game's balance, simply because the character doesn't have anything else useful. It is a sad reality that some characters are in such a state, but we should always strive to improve the game as a whole and not cling to nonsense that doesn't benefit anyone. What we shouldn't confuse though is a character's identity and their mechanics. They aren't necessarily the same. A character can keep their identity even with losing parts of their kit or having parts of their kit replaced. Reworks or character changes in general, so far at least, have always kept the character's identity in mind. Everyone's free to argue about the quality of reworks, and I'm not going to stop you here, as we all know that some of them did very little in terms of viability when it comes to certain characters. Let's just wrap this up here. One move doesn't, or rather shouldn't, define a character. Next time you think of using the argument, oh, but that is all he has, please take a step back and think what it would mean for the overall health of the game. Demand better tools, demand character improvements, but don't cling to bad mechanics. At the very least, demand a better version of them. I hope I brought my point across. Thanks for watching. Laters, everybody.
I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I like Highlander should have them.
I don't think he'll fuck
Welcome
himself.
Spaniard to Minecraft stream.
I'm like really low, Danny. Oh, you killed him.
Oh.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I got a javelin. Die. Oh,
Check this out.
What? Hey, we have more Tati now, bro. We're gonna have you faint.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice mid clearing with
I
the
have to punish.
Good
I have
shit,
to
good shit.
punish.
Thank you.
Kept still for the attacker roll. They're coming quickly. Go, 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 go.
Oh,
Before they kill him.
autobots,
Before they kill him.
I will support you from a distance, trees. But if you drop that stalwart banner, I can support you from your side.
Yeah. I have
Oh,
cool.
He's on the ground. Oh,
Dude, look at the amount of captures I got.
Got it.
Cockroach Orochi. I'm running from point to point.
What's the most you've ever managed to get on a single match? I think I got
40.
like 8 on a match in
I
half.
got, I think, 11.
I got 40 on a match, and it's
I
because
don't
we
know, I
were
tried to
actually
do my
farming.
job.